I'm back. Okay, I do realize it's been quite some time since I've made a video, but for me these videos are more of a record of what's going on with my plants. The idea was it would also be a record of what's going on with the fish, but that doesn't really seem to be happening. So, since it seems to be dominantly focused on the plants, I thought I would show the last of my blooms for this. I'm gonna go with blooming period, because Phalaenopsis can bloom a couple of times a year even, so I'll call it a blooming period. Okay. Didn't notice the spider web that's behind the plants. The purple one, well, I didn't grow either of these spikes, but the purple one was in bloom when I bought it, and I think all the buds were open. I don't pick plants because of the condition of the flowers. I pick them more because of the condition of the plant. So I think all the buds were open, and this is the end from when I filmed it the first time to its absolute end. You can see only one wilted flower on that spike there. Don't know how long it was in bloom before I got it. Probably a decent amount of time if all the blooms were open. So that's the very end. I'm expecting that bloom will probably drop before morning. All the others are on the floor. And this one, its initial spike had died off. For some reason, these blooms don't want to fall on their own. And the second spike that I did grow, at least as a secondary spike, has still got its blooms. So it's doing fairly well. So that's pretty much all the blooms I have, unless I go outside and film outside plants. All the blooms I have are in the shot. So that's the end of my blooming period. Although I'm really not seeing, sorry, I tried to look at the actual flowers. They don't really look like they're ready to go yet. They still seem to be doing fairly well. Got a couple of leaves down here at the bottom that ain't looking so hot. Yeah. It's been hot. I'm not doing as well as I should be on the water, so it might be losing an extra leaf because of that. But it is what it is. It's been really warm. A tropical heat wave almost. Yeah, I watched Grumpy Old Men today. So that's really about it. Like I say in the apology for not filming in a while, there's not a lot going on. Over here, if I don't make you seasick, the first new leaf is pretty close to mature. And it looks like even though it's putting out 2 at once, this one's not gonna stop growing just because it decided to put out 2. So the other one coming along behind, it's still small. So there's that. The yellow leaf that you're seeing kind of in the background, that's it's not as bad as the camera makes it look. The very oldest leaf on this side, at least, can't really see the one on their side very well, but the very oldest leaf on this side is where all the yellow's coming from. And the next one looks pretty dehydrated. It's been warm, but I wasn't expecting that. So that's something to consider. This one's putting out, if I can get a better angle on it. There we go. It's putting out 2 leaves. The 2 leaves on the old purple one are getting to be decent size. I've said before, this plant never really does anything spectacular. I don't think this one started its new leaf yet. Well, I know it hasn't. I don't see it there. So that's really about it. Not a lot going on. This is my slow period, but yeah, there's all the news about the blooms. So I'm really gonna start rambling pretty badly, so I'll cut it off here at least close to 7 minutes, and I'll talk to you next time. Oh. Wrong button. See you next time.